All right, good evening, everybody, and you're welcome to the fifth and final day of our webinar series, How to Trade the Forex Markets, right? And like you all know, my name is Abayami Yushola, known as Yemi for short. And yeah, we've had a long ride. I want to appreciate everybody that's taking out time to join this webinar. I want to believe that one way or the other, you have learned something over the course of these 5 days. You have learned something that is going to help you become a better trader. And I hope that you will employ those lessons you have learned, you employ them to your own trading journey. This webinar has not been about maybe trading strategies or something. No, it's just, let me say, a piece of information that I believe can transform the life or the trading career of um, any forex trader that decides to employ them, right? So um, yeah, so today is the last day of this webinar series for March, and I've been running a poll. Please, you can do well if you have not answered, you have not answered any of those polls in our WhatsApp group page. Please go and select your answers to each of those polls, right? And so let's get started. So, okay, basically what I want to do today is just to give a brief recap of everything that we've talked about, and also to hear from you if some people have reached out to me yesterday, some reached out to me today that they didn't um they didn't attend the webinar from the first day. So they asked if they could get the recordings. I said the recordings will be available latest by next week, Monday or Tuesday. So you find it on my YouTube channel, and they pass your prop with Yemi channel. All right. So you're going to see that. And then the next thing is, excuse me, please. The next thing is that, uh, sorry, the code here is quite much. I'm trying to increase the temperature. Okay. So the next thing is that, yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is that some people also reach out that if they could join today. I hope they are here. Some people reach out to me on Twitter asking if they could join the class today. I hope those people have come around, right? So I would just like to chip in this. Um, I think I mentioned something probably the first day or the second day of this webinar that we don't rise to the level of our dream. We fall to the level of our training. Hmm? Anybody can aspire to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yeah, anybody, in fact, a, yeah, a beggar, an imbecile, any kind of person, a rich person, a poor person can aspire to be president. But to become president, you have to have undergone a certain kind of training, right? You have to be aware politically. You have to apply yourself rigorously to government activities, to policies. You have to be popular and all those things. So those are the people that become what they dream about, right? So if you have a dream, know that, okay, for you to succeed with that dream, for you to succeed at that dream, it means that you have to train yourself to get it. This was the perspective that I have about the market. In 2018, when I first started learning how to trade, there was a data then that says that over $6.5 trillion is exchanged daily, is transacted daily on the foreign exchange market. That's on Forex. On Forex alone, over 6.5 billion is transacted. And I was like, wow, that's an impressive data, right? And then what why does Forex, why is it consistent? Why do people still do it? Why have some people quit doing Forex after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? And why is it that we have a few number of people that they're able to make it till 20 years? For example, my trainer, the person that trained me, that taught me Forex properly, he started trading when it was 2003. So 2003 to 2024 now, that's about 21 years. So he's been trading for the last 21 years, right? He has seen the ups of the market, he has seen the down times of the market. He's able to, excuse me, please, he's able to come through, like he has been through every time, every part of the market, you know? And like every one of us, he told us that he has also been through the times when he questioned if this is what he's supposed to be doing with his life, right? And also he has um also he has made a lot of money. He told us about by us now, I mean myself and my colleagues that we learned under him. He told us about the times, the peak of his career when he was, I think it was like 5 years into Forex, and the kind of money he had made, he bought he bought houses in Maitama, bought, the latest cars and everything. Then to the extent that the SEC came looking for him, they were like, he was suspect, right? In fact, it got to a point that um there were he said there were some terrorists. I don't know if it was IPOB or something, that they came looking for him. They said they wanted him to help them trade. And he said when it was, that was the height of it, that he decided to run away from Igbo land and come back to Yoruba land. He said when they came, he entertained them, he asked them to sit down. Then he told them, okay, they can come to him so that they can finalize the deal. Said it was that night that he carried his luggage and left the Igbo land for good, right? So he's someone that is vast. He has traded for banks and everything. And, it's just impressive that someone like that is still in the game after 20 something years. That just goes on to show you that, okay, anybody can make wave in Forex. Anybody can succeed in Forex if they're able to pay the sacrifice. And there is nothing bad in it. If see, Forex requires a kind of training that is probably different from the kind of person you are or the kind of thing you are used to, right? But I believe that anybody who wants to do Forex, who wants to succeed with Forex, you just have to be willing to pay the price. And sometimes the price is you losing. Now, any loss, in fact, losses teach you better in Forex and in almost every other industry. Losses teach you better than profits ever will. Because if you are making profits, you feel like, okay, you are smart, you feel like you are lucky or anything. But losses, when you have losses, actually you have back-to-back losses. Is one of two things that will happen. Is either you get dejected, sad, and decide to quit eventually, or you get dejected, quite sad, and then you just feel like, okay, what was my mistake? What could I have done better? You know, when you check all those things that you could do better, and then you practice those things out, right? I believe these are things that we can achieve in our Forex journey together. Okay. So I would like you guys to please, I'd like you to give your attention, give your give your strength to Forex, you know, it will consume some sleepless nights. That's just it will cause some sleepless nights. It will it will in fact now I've traded to the point that I see charts on my like when I'm sleeping, I'm not I can't say I'm even having very peaceful sleeps, very except maybe on a few occasions, you know. When because if you're someone like me that is almost obsessed and so involved with charts, with the movement of price and seeing things that are going on, studying on the chart and everything almost every time, you feel like whenever you are sleeping, you begin to see charts, right? Now, let the extent of seeing charts be that okay, you are making money from the market. If you are not making money, if you are losing money to the market, and then you are not having a good night's rest again. You are seeing charts in your dream. It's going to affect you. It's going to affect you psychologically. I don't want that to happen, right? So if you're a young person and you're attempting forex, I would advise you, especially if you are not yet skilled at it, you are not mastered, um, you have not mastered the game very well. I would advise you to just what to take it easy. Don't risk too much. Your risk. I mentioned something yesterday. I said the three most important things. The first is your trading skill. The second is your capital, and the third is your risk management. Hmm? It's not every time that you have to do risk. You have to risk a lot, right? In fact, if you have the money, don't just go about blowing your money. If you are going to risk, you have to risk calculatively, right? So those are the things I would like to raise. I would like to talk about. Okay. Sorry, give me a minute. Okay. All right. So did someone drop? Okay, someone is asking if you can be added to the WhatsApp group page. Uh, okay, just chat this number up. Okay. So that's to the person that wants to join the WhatsApp group page. So you can chat me up. Okay. So let's just quickly do a recap of what we learned, you know. And so yeah, you can depend on Forex for your journey, but maybe not in the early days. You want to make sure you have something that can keep soul and body together as you practice, right? And if you are going to ever do Forex, don't set your mind around um don't set your mind around just earning a side hustle. Don't see it as a side hustle. See it as something you can master. Mm? Myself, for me now, Forex is my first, I'll call it my, okay, not my first, it's my second entry into the entrepreneurship industry. I remember when I was 7, I was involved in some entrepreneurial activities. I was making things and selling things at that time, and it was fun, you know. No, so this is my second sorry, this is my second introduction into the entrepreneurship world, right? But it's the way I think is that okay, Forex is the means to an end. It might not be the end itself. I don't know how long I'm going to keep trading Forex, but I hope that for as long as I'm trading it, I'm very, very profitable, right? Of course, there are different other things that you can succeed at, you know, either it is Forex or some other things. Yes, there are a lot of other things you can succeed at, but Forex is a high skilled, high level game. It's not a kind of game that maybe you'll be throwing shovel or something. It's not a physical labor, but it's a very, very rigorous mental labor when you're starting. And when you have mastered it becomes easy. Excuse me. It becomes very easy. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a bit sleepy, but I'll try to just wrap this up as soon as I can. Okay. So, have the mindset that you want to master Forex. You want to be a master at it. Hmm? If you're a master at it and you maintain consistent profitability, then you can make withdrawals. You can, as you make withdrawals, you can have plans. Have plans for what you want to use your money for. Don't just use your money to spend and then to do, things that will not add to your life in the next 5 or 10 years. Yes, you can use Forex to sort your bills, right? I use Forex to sort my bills and everything, right? But that's not the end. That's not the end goal at all. Like the end goal is okay to use Forex to make more money, to start businesses, other businesses. I have the Forex is not the only concept I have. I have other things I want to use money for, other enterprise I want to begin, and I want Forex to fund that, right? And I want to use Forex to create money to fund that. That's just my own way of thinking. Of course, probably because I'm not from a rich family. My parents are okay. They were. I would say we can't complain. We are not. We don't have it very bad, but we are not rich. We are not rich. But this is just the path that I had to follow for me to make money and then to create the kind of life that I want. Right. So please, if you have the mind that, oh, and I get money and I make money, I don't want to eat once in Forex, and then I begin to buy cars, buy houses and all. You are still thinking like quote and unquote a poor man. Now buying cars and houses they are not a bad thing, right? But any money you are going to get from Forex, I think it is better slated for things that will help you, things that will build you in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years. Think about the future, right? Houses and cars. The fact is that the house that you might buy or build today, maybe by the next 10, 20 years, it might not be relevant again because other technologies, new technologies will arise that will, that will transform housing. New technologies will arise that will transform a car. In fact, I think almost like the lifespan of a car, the lifetime of his car is not even more than 5 years. Like something as recent as 2015 model cars, they are considered old now, right? They are considered old cars. So don't let those things be your target. It's very good to have them. Yes, I want to have very big and very nice cars, very rich houses, but I would rather want to first build sustainable businesses from the funds that I get from Forex, right? I did not talk about all this last in our previous classes, but I just feel like there's a need to chip it in so that you know you let your goal be something that is smart. Let it be something that is correct. Okay. So, and also we talked about you having a good trading journal, right? And follow through with it. Stick religiously to your trading plan. Okay. Stick religiously to your trading plan. All right. And then okay, make use of proper accounts. If you are ever going to trade any proper accounts, make use of it to the best of your ability. Someone sent me a chart this morning or afternoon, and the person was asking if it is worth following up with prop firms. Now, I know that majority of the prop firms they are not they are not honest people, right? Or they are very manipulative people. But at the same time, there are people that have made money from trading forex and from trading prop firms rather. They have acquired sizable income, like from making it. They have earned a lot, and anybody can do it. People have made $11,000 $100,000, $170,000, you know, from as withdrawals on prop firm. So it is very, very, very possible for you to succeed in prop firm, right? So don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. I just think you need to do is you find the one that is trustworthy, at least trustworthy enough to accommodate your skill, and you to make sure you don't, if you are going to, it's a risk. If you are going to purchase a prop firm, you already know the standards. Maybe it's 5% daily drawdown, 10% maximum drawdown. If you can follow those rules, you are not entering you're not breaching your account, you're breaching your account. If you still stay within the legal guideline that is guiding them, right? You have the necessary documents and everything. Even if they decide to freeze your account, you call them out and you can decide to talk through with them. Okay, this is wrong and everything. I told you the kind of experience I had um I think it was December, right? I was still trading and they froze my account about 3 times, right? And the bad thing is that it's not even a big account, it's just a small account, but they're just freezing the account like 3 times within the course of trading within in the first 10 days. I was like, I would just message them, okay, why do you guys freeze my account? And if you tell them, if you message their support, you discover that within 24 hours or so, they unfreeze it and they apologize sometimes. So please and please, um, you should be careful with them. If you don't want to trade prop firm, it is fine. If you have your personal funds, the most important thing is your risk management and your trading skill, right? And your capital, the ability to manage your capital. If you have something as small, any small thing, any small amount, if it is $20 you have or something, you can put it into your account, into your trading account, and start trading. As much as you have the skill to succeed, of course, you do well. Okay. I also we talk about the psychology for day traders to avoid over trading. You don't have to be in the market all the time. In fact, as a day trader, if you're always on the market, if you're always taking a trade, that means you're not profitable. You're always opening new positions, opening new positions in the market. There's every likelihood that you will soon lose that money, that capital. You don't want that to happen to you. Trust me. So that's why you should learn how to trade, to take trading, and to trade correctly rather. Okay. Okay, backtest, you can't play with backtesting. How to systematically get out of drawdowns. You backtest as if your life depends on it. You practice on your demo account or small account. You lower your risk. You know that little progress compounds over time. Consistency. When you are consistent, then you can think about scaling up. If you are able to see, this forex thing is a growth thing, but people want to jump the process. I think this quote is attributed to Warren Buffett. Is attributed to have made this statement. Um, he says, invest in investments. You remember that Rome was not built in a day. While in trading, you realize that Hiroshima and Nagasaki were both destroyed in a day, right? So what that tells you is that, okay, if you are investing, you treat forex as an investment, right? You are not in a rush. It's a progressive step. If what you have is 100,000 naira and you are trading 100,000 naira, can do you want, you can trade that 100,000 naira that, okay, within 2 months, 3 months, you are able to realize, let's say for instance, you're able to realize 300,000. Now, if you are able to do that consistently, like every month you are turning profit, the day of 10%, the day of 50%, the day of 80%, you're able to do that consistently. First of all, consistency is the first important thing. So you have done that, then you can now scale. Okay, now I want to move my account from 100,000 naira. I want to move it to what? To 150,000 naira. right? And then I said you create a matching lot size, or you maintain the kind of lot size you are using. Don't be in a rush. I remember there was a time that I traded an account. That was 2 years ago, I guess. And I traded a 1 million naira account. And then, of course, I didn't know as much as I do now. And within a week or 2 weeks, I had added 20% on that account. So it's already 200K. Then I decided that, okay, I want to add to this account. Like, I want to scale up. Number one, I had just traded that account for, before that time, I had not traded a money that's that big before, right? And so I now scale up. Instead of scaling up by, let's say, okay, like maybe 1.5. In fact, it was too early to scale up after just 2 weeks of trading that kind of account. It was too early to scale up with the kind of skill that I had then, with the kind of mindset I have then. It was too early to scale up. So I scaled up to 3 million immediately. And lo and behold, I think I was only able to make maybe 250K on that 3 million. And then before you know it, everything was just spiraling down. Like I bled that account. I bled it until it reached about almost 700K, you know, and I had to stop. Right? It was when I stopped, it was a very, very agonizing moment for me, about 4 weeks of agony. When you are losing money consistently, and it was so painful. To be very honest with you guys, it was so painful. A painful process for me to watch, right? And and it's something I don't want to experience again. So I understand. I understand the what where consistency plays in, right? If you're able to manage 50,000 naira, hmm, trade this as much as you can and make consistent profit over it for the next 1 month or 2 months, then you can decide to scale. Yes, all the profit you're having, you can be withdrawing your profit, keeping it somewhere. Then if you now decide to scale, okay, you double your savings, or you put maybe you add 50% to it or something, and that's your capital. Then you trade that again with proportionally to you find a proportional lot size for it, and then you trade and come out on top. That's what is important, right? So I want you guys to please to do that carefully. Observe the market, back test as if your life depends on it. Backtesting is just like you reading your book in school, right? It's like you reading your book, preparing for an exam and reading, getting to get more information, to have revelation, and then to capitalize on the things that you have learned, right? So that's the kind of mindset I like you guys to have. Sorry. Okay. All right. So um are we connected back? Okay. I think we are connected again. Okay. And then talk about scaling up profits, about risk management, and have a predefined risk plan. Any trade you are going to take, okay, how much are you going to lose? That's why MT5 is very, very important. I believe MT5, the new technology on MT5, where if you are going to take it, if you are taking a trade, you can set your stop loss, and you know the exact amount you are risking, and then your amount of TP, your potential take profit. So you can know all those things. So trading view already has a kind of it helps you to calculate your risk immediately. Hmm? Now, I know there are times that people can be very arrogant. Trading makes people arrogant, right? When you see a setup and you enter the setup and you feel like, oh, there's no way it's going to come this low, but I'm going to set it. You are setting your stop loss. And I feel like, oh, this thing is Maybe you are risking 15,000 naira, for example, or you are risking let's say $50 or $100. And you're saying to yourself, there's no way it's going to come that low. No, you are whining yourself, right? If you are going to take any position in the markets, you want to make sure that okay, you are doing it correctly. You are setting your stop loss to an area that you don't expect markets to come there, but in case it does, okay, you are only risking this much. You're only risking this little amount. It's not an amount that you don't put your stop loss where you know that okay, if this thing now eats it, you'll not be able to sleep at night, or you'll be getting angry at everybody. You have mental breakdowns. No, you don't want to have that kind of stuff. You don't want to make that kind of decision, right? You want to be sure that you are making the correct, the wise decision, of calculating your risk. And you don't want to trade on impulse. You don't want to jump on trades. Oh, it's going up, bam. It's coming down, bam, right? Don't take trades that you've not calculated. You've not done calculations for. Hmm? So that it will not hurt you. If you notice, if you are someone that is observant, I've observed myself, the trades that I take that messes with my account and messes with my emotions, they are the trades that are unaccounted for. There are trades where I just say that, oh, it's going to go up, and I enter PIM. Or there are the trades that I did not manage well, right? And you don't want that to happen to you. Sorry. Okay. So scaling up profits. Oh, sorry about that, please. A call came in that interrupted my internet. All right. Excuse me, please. All right. Sorry about that. I had a brief internet interruption. Okay. So, what are we talking about? Okay. So, yeah. So that's the end of everything that we are discussing. So, yeah, it was network. Sorry about it. Okay. So, all right. So we've had a nice ride in these past 5 days, and um, I want to appreciate all of you, that people that have come for the whole 5 days, people that have attended in the past 4, 3, 2, 1 day, right? So thank you very much. And like I said, the recording is going to be on the YouTube latest by Monday or Tuesday. So you can watch it again if you have missed anything. And the poll I ran on WhatsApp, please, I would like you, if you have not participated, please participate in it. Okay. So now I created a course for newbies. I think most people that are on this channel, like most of you have, at least you have an experience with trading. So if you have someone, if you know anybody that's interested in learning Forex, from beginning to intermediate level, at least, you can recommend them. I have a course for them. I've created a series of courses, they can reach out. And so that's all I want to say. So by God's grace, by April, I hope that by April we are able to host another class, another webinar like this. So it will be on an entirely different topic. And so I think most people have asked for winning strategies. So probably that's what we're going to focus on for April. And if April is not feasible, then it's definitely going to be me. It all depends on my availability. So thank you very much for your time. And I want to wish you guys a profitable April. Okay, you can unmute yourself now. All right. So yeah, with that, we'll come to the end of this webinar. Thank you very much and have a nice time.